Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're joined by Addison Altizer. You are a loan officer as well as a marketing specialist. You're part of the Jack Little team of Gateway Mortgage.
Yes, ma'am.
Big topic here, mortgage. What I'd like you to do is tell us, like, start to finish what the process is.
Start to finish with the mortgage process. Well, the mortgage world's been crazy lately with interest rates, dropping like they have thanks to the coronavirus. So I guess that's the only benefit, per se. Start to finish with the mortgage process. So really, if you walk into our office today and wanted to apply for a mortgage and knew nothing.
If you knew absolutely nothing, you walk right in the door.
Well, first, your first step's going to be an application. Sit down, either do it with me, do it online, over the phone, whatever that may be, 10, 15 minutes. You get the application knocked out, we review it. Once we review your application, we'll verify your income, your assets, look at your whole profile, and basically determine if you qualify or not. Pending you qualify, we'll let you know what program looks best. Several different loan options available. I mean, not just several, many. There's USDA, conventional, FHA, VA, specialty loan programs. I mean, jumbo, construction, you name it, it's out there and it's available.
It kind of makes your head spin.
It truly does.
A little bit. I mean, not even knowing where to start, just knowing what your need is. Like
right.
It's and there's so many options out there.
I mean, it goes from loan programs with no money down to loan programs requiring 20% down. I mean, investment properties are 15%, as in second homes are 10%. You want to buy a primary residence, a lot of people know that you can get in a house with zero money down. If you have no money, I mean, obviously you have a job and your debt to income's good and your credit's not awful. There are loan programs available where you can buy a $350,000 house with no money down.
Wow.
If you have a real estate agent you're working with, usually they can have the seller pay your closing costs for you. So it doesn't make sense not to purchase a house if you qualify.
Absolutely. And I think that's really, you just hit the nail on the head. Find out if you qualify.
Yeah. So you do your application. If you qualify, awesome. We start the process. You send us your income, your assets, we verify that. We make a nice file for you. We send your realtor a pre-approval. When you have that pre-approval letter, it gives you the ability to actually make offers on houses. So you find a house you like, you show them, hey, I've got the available funds, I want to make an offer.
I think that's also really good for the relationship with the realtor.
Oh, realtors appreciate it. And a lot of the times realtors, they won't even take you seriously if you don't have a pre-qualification letter, because a realtor doesn't want to waste their time going around showing a bunch of properties to somebody who just may not be able to qualify.
Right.
That pre-qualification letter lets them know, I'm serious, I'm willing, and I'm ready to go.
And I've done my work.
Yeah,
I've done my part of my part of the deal here to make sure that I'm capable.
One thing about the Jack Little team is we do not issue pre-qualification letters without verifying income and assets. So real estate agents really appreciate that when we give one out, they can trust that that loan will actually close, and at the end of the day, well, they're going to get their commission check and their client's going to be in their forever home.
Win-win.
Win-win.
Yeah.
So where was I? We do the application, we review income and assets. Once they find a house they like, either the buyer or the real estate agent typically will send us the contract. Once we have the contract, that's when it becomes a real deal. We put in the address of the house they want to buy. Like, that's kind of when it gets exciting.
Yeah.
We determine what the closing date's going to be. That we can also lock in the interest rate. So once we have the contract, we'll, hey, here's today's rate. You want to go ahead and lock? You want to do 30, 45 days, 60, whatever it may be? Mm-hmm. We can talk about all that.
Now let's back up the bus for a minute here. You rattled off a gajillion different things when we first started talking. Talk a little bit about that process, how you match people with it, but a little bit about what some of those programs are you offer. Is there something unique to the Gateway Group, or?
Well, like I said, what's really unique about the Gateway Mortgage and the Jack Little team per se is we try and make ourselves different than everybody else because our communication aspect and just the way we establish relationships with our real estate agents as well as our clients. You're not just another number. We treat every single person like it's our family or our mom. same thing, but family and friends. You know what I mean? I mean, we
Right.
truly we want the best for everybody.
It's a very intimate experience.
It is, and
It really is. I mean, somebody's sort of bearing, everything they've got in order to find out if they qualify for a dream,
It is.
So it's really having that bedside manner is really important to somebody going through the process.
And it's exciting because we have programs for the first-time home buyer. We have programs for the seasoned investor, somebody who has lower credit, somebody who has flawless credit, no money down, lots of money in the bank. I mean, you name it, there are programs available for you. We also offer free credit repair. So, I mean, if we do an application for you and your credit comes back lower than expected, or maybe you already know it's low and you just want some help on getting it up, we are willing and able to do that. I mean, you want to buy a house, at some point in time, you're going to buy a house. We're willing to help you get there. Why not?
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is a win-win. So you said different loan programs. USDA, that's the no money down program. That's a pretty good one where it's a little bit trickier to qualify, but if you do, like I said, you can get a house no money down.
Wow.
If you don't have too much debt, have 640 credit, it's possible. You have some credit issues, maybe even have a bankruptcy or two. Well, maybe not two, but you have a bankruptcy after 2 years, or you're even in the middle of a Chapter 13 and you've been making your payments on time. Like, we have FHA, 3.5% down. You can still buy a house.
Wow.
Right now, the guidelines are a little different because of the coronavirus,
Sure.
but typically FHA, 580 minimum credit score, you can buy a house. If you're below that, hey, we'll get you on a path on getting you up there so you can be a homeowner soon.
Well, I think that brings a lot of hope to people. People who a lot of folks want to move here. It's an exciting time for people, and there's a lot of flux. So knowing that somebody's in their corner,
Awesome.
like you, is just absolutely wonderful. So thank you so much for being with us today,
Sure.
Addison. And thank you all so much for watching Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon, and we'll see you next time.